Hey, what's up guys? It's the Brick Building Kids. Today we have got a very quick video I'm going to share with you. We are going to be replacing our current over our table light with this super nice 6-candle or 6-light chandelier by Roth. So we picked this up at Lowe's. We thought it was super nice, so we're going to, like I said, take this down, put this up, and show you how we did it. So here we go. Alright guys, now before we get started, we need to make sure that we have absolutely no power hooked up to this. Done. Okay, now my wife really likes this, so we're actually just going to try and take it apart at the top so we don't have to put it all back together. Alright, and I have to take this down because it will be necessary for us to put back up using the exact same fixture. So I'm going to take this down. Alright guys, now that we have this down, one important thing to check is to make sure that your fixture up here is not cracked and it is safe to hook up a fan or a light to it. So this one, unlike if you search our channel, I had one that was cracked before and I had to replace this, but this one is in good shape, so we should be able to reuse it and be good to go. So we're gonna unbox this chandelier. Alright guys, now we're going to unbox the chandelier. Now you can see on the back of the box, suggesting Phillips, flathead, pliers, safety goggles, tape, ladder, electric wire cutter, scissors, and a wrench. So if you are installing this yourself, grab those, and we are going to unbox and see what's inside. Box anymore. There is nothing else inside. We have our instructions. And everything else. Alright guys, now according to the instructions, this should take us 30 to 40 minutes, so hopefully we're going to wrap that up quicker, but time does not really matter at the moment, so we are going to make sure we have investigated the contents of the packaging, make sure we have all of our parts and make sure everything looks right, and then we're going to start to install. So I'm going to start to take all of this wrapping apart so we can see what's inside. Alright, so it took me a while to get into the good stuff, but that red bag there, that's going to be the bulk of what we use to get started. So I'm going to continue to unwrap and clean up this mess here and get to know what's actually inside all this stuff. Alright, so we'll set this to the side. This is, I'll call it our core piece. Now, this part, be sure to not, if you're going to set it down on a hard surface, do not scoot it around. The bottom will scratch, so it is going to be best to put this on something soft. And actually, I'm going to move this out of view, and we're going to set this on something a lot more soft, so we don't have to worry about scratching. Okay, all parts are taken from here. I'm assuming these are the candles, parts of the chandelier. Let's see how they look inside. Alright, now here's the sconce. It is really nice. So it's got a kind of filmy type feel to it. And the top, as you can see, it really gives the appearance of a candle. So when we put all 6 of these together up there, it's going to look like a pretty cool candle like chandelier. So I like it. I'm digging it. Alright guys, so I underestimated our need to have this chandelier core readily available, but according to the instructions, this is the next part. So we are going to, best I can describe this is we are going to secure these fixtures here so they can hold up our chandelier. So let's take this more apart so we can work with it. Just be, like I said, be very careful to not scratch any of the nickel with whatever you're using to cut the never-ending plastic bags. Now guys, you can't really see this in the instructions, but this down here, try and pull up as much as possible, because I think we're going to see a lot of this once we put our covers on here. So try and pull as much of this excess wire up as possible so you don't see that from underneath. And it is really, really tight. So, but again, while you're doing that, try not to rip or break those wires as well. So I'm gonna be good with what I have left. So I'm gonna leave that down. Alright guys, this next part, we're going to move this to the side. And finally see what's in this bag. Because there are some parts in here that I have not found that I'm assuming are in here. Alright, so this is going to be the cap. This is going to go right on the ceiling. Here's all of our chain. Okay. Not gonna need that yet. Alright, and here's what I want. Here's what I need. So this piece we are going to attach to the ceiling. And this is what we're going to attach our core to. Alright, cool. So here's our screws. This is the piece we've been looking for, and we're going to attach this now. Alright, so now we need the chain. So like I said, our existing one was 24 inches from the top, or the length of the run was 24. So I'm probably going to use that as a good threshold to use. So let's... Wow, this is a long chain. Okay. So we're not going to use the full length of it, so I'm going to... I don't know what we're going to do here. So let's let's check out these sizes. Alright, so I went back and I measured, so like I said, the drop was like 24. The total from ceiling to the bottom of our old light was 34 inches. So looking at this, we have a, call it 20 inches from bottom to top. So if we look at 34, I'm gonna go with, we want to achieve at least 14 inches of chain. But if I measure, okay, so the current fixture at the top is about 13, so I'm only going to do 11 inches of chain. So I need to go get some pliers, as I was instructed to earlier, and spread this apart. Alright guys, so check this out. I've got my pliers, okay? So we want to go 11 inches in chain. Okay. Alright, so right here, I'm going to make this one my last link. So I'm going to break this. It's not really breaking, it's more or less bending. And what I'm doing right now is more or less not bending because these things are incredibly strong. Okay. Alright, so bent. Alright, now on the other side, I'll be able to take this piece and use it here. So in this, we're going to easily use to attach here, and I'm going to use it to attach to the top up there too. So we'll get there in a minute. I'm rushing things now. So okay, so now we have our right length, and actually I put it around the wrong one. Shame on me. Okay, right here. Let's do a double measure. We're a little longer, we're 12, but that's fine. An extra inch won't hurt. Alright, now guys, in this part it's gonna be a little tricky because I'm gonna have to put this panel on, and I'm gonna have to take that top screw off at the same time that I am applying both chains. So we're going to do that now. So while I'm doing that, I'm going to just show all that I'm working on right now. Alright, so here we're going to undo this top screw. Okay, now that's important because that's actually going to go over. It's going to go here. It's going to close it. Attach it in here. Okay, so we need this to be on the other side. So we're here. Okay, I'm going to unscrew the first part of my chain. I'm going to attach it here. Alright, so we're attached. So you can see that there. It is fully attached. I'm going to use this down here. Okay. So we're going to move on, and below I'll show you guys how we're going to attach it here. So I'm going to grab this part that we have just been working on, really wanted to be in the picture. Okay. So I'm gonna unscrew this a little more so I can get this in. Now while you think, okay, you probably just attach it to the top. I mean, yeah, you're right, but we need to run all of our wires through. So as you can see, now we are attached. We are hanging and dangling. So it does seem a little low, but that's all kind of relative to where it was before. What I'm referring to is to the floor. Let's take a step back. Have a look. Alright guys, now you can see here, ceiling, lights, table. And you can see all my equipment in the back. So, like, I still think it is enough. I mean, no one's playing on our table, so it shouldn't be any problem. But we're gonna talk to Mom about this. I said, Mom, we're gonna talk to my wife, and we're gonna figure out if this is the right depth or not before we move forward. Alright guys, so we were wrong. So it did need to be shortened up a couple lengths, or a couple chain lengths. So we did that, we put it back up. It was really easy, just take them off, put it back on. So I am going to weave through the wiring, and then we're gonna wire this up. Alright guys, so now we're at the point of weaving this chain through. Now, if you have the same thing as us, you have got like 8 times the amount of wire that you need. So I'm just gonna cut. I'm gonna pretend like worst case scenario, you know, we could end up using double. Like we want to drop it that much more. So I'm actually gonna cut to that point, so I know we've got enough to go straight up and down. Cut it. That way you just don't have so much excess to work with. So this weaving pattern should be pretty simple. So what we want to do is just weave it through so it kind of looks natural and goes along with this. So in one, out to the next one. So now that we are here at the top, here is the first tricky part. So I apologize, I thought I cut that off. Okay. So here at the top, we have to take our wire and fit it all the way through this hole. So alright, all I'm doing here is I'm pulling this wire while I'm pushing it up on the inside. So you can see my wire here, it's slowly moving in. Alright guys, so now all I need to do is connect my electricity to the wires on the chandelier, and we are one step closer to being done. So I'm gonna go to my bag to get my connectors. Alright. So and what they note in the instructions is we need to strip these wires. So I stripped. And I strip. Now where my wire cutter before could not cut the wire, it still actually does strip, so here we go. Alright, so we're going to connect our black wire. Oops. Okay. We're going to connect our black. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to curl this around on the outside. And these angles where you're high up in the air, sometimes it gets a little, you lose your direction of right, left, right, left. So, okay, so we're turning it right. This guy's well. We're going to tighten it by hand.
Oh my god!
We're going to tighten it by hand. We're going to tighten it here. Okay, so we are connected. Okay, so you can see I still have a little bit of excess here, which is fine. So I'm going to connect my grounds together on the same ground up top. Alright, so we've connected all the wiring. Let's make sure that this actually does work. It's kind of an important test. So, turn the electricity on. Look at that. It works. Alright, turn it off. Okay, so now we have to install our fancy sconces. And I realize my lighting over here is very poor, so I will be switching sides. Alright guys, now like I said, we are in our final stages. Let's just, let's open up all of these. Okay. Now this is where this tool is going to come into play. Alright guys, now in every single one of these we need to take these off. So I'm going to take them off. I'm actually going to set them up top. Okay, now each sconce will go on here. Okay, so it's on. So we stick our fittings back inside. Bless you. And use this fancy tool to screw it back in. Okay. That's attached. The other side. All right. We are installed. Alright guys, as you can see, this is installed from the top to the bottom. We are installed, but we have one dilemma. We don't have the right lights. They are very simple 60-watt bulbs. So we're gonna find some, we're gonna hook this up, and we're gonna show you what it looks like here in a moment. Alright guys, so we have got the proper light bulbs now. There is one thing I do want to mention. So there are a lot of light bulbs sold and a lot of different ones you can get. We made the mistake of putting non-dimmable in ours. Now our outlet is dimmable, so it did not work right. It gradually started to lose more and more light to each bulb. So we put in dimmable light bulbs and it looks good. So I will turn it on here. Alright, so as you can see, we've got full lights. And then I'm going to dim this. And there you have it. So very happy with this the six light chandelier from Allen Ross. It's very nice, very cool. If you guys have any questions about the installation and are trying to install your own, please leave me a comment and I will help you guys out the best that I can. I do appreciate you watching. Please like and subscribe for more brick building kids fun, and have a great day. Thanks for watching.